character and storyline here are fictional, but I chose as a setting a familiar place where I have sometimes walked in early morning. Last Ride by Janet Pates. He woke at daybreak, went out, saddled his horse and rode away, leaving his parents asleep. He rode with a loose rein, for he and the mare knew and trusted each other. Along the track by the creek, waking birds twittered in the tea tree, and 2 ducks slid into hiding among the rushes. Obligingly, he looked the other way. Leaving the track, they climbed up through the pine plantation. He'd helped plant these trees. One day, his old man had said, "These'll build you a house." He, being a boy, had grinned and said, "How about a hut?" Above the trees he reined in and looked out over empty paddocks. The stock had all gone last week. He lit the cigarette he'd filched from his mother's pack and asked himself what he was feeling. The answer was, mostly, nothing. He was over raging at his father's stupidity, the bank's short-sightedness. Now he wanted to take all this, the pink-tinted sky, the creek, the birds, the mingled smell of horse and tobacco, to package them up and keep them with him forever and ever. He would have stayed longer, but he felt the horse growing restless, so he wheeled her with his knees and they took the long way back. At the last paddock, he leaned forward and spoke. Knowingly, she flicked her ears. He nudged her with his heels, she broke into a gallop, and he let the wind pull his lips back into a grin. At the house, he slid to the ground, unsaddled her, then laid his forehead against her warm, smooth neck. For he loved her as he'd loved no woman thus far. He wondered where they would be in a month's time. One thing for sure, they would not be together. Why flash? Because a word count makes every word count.